This might be a hot take, maybe I'm just really nosy, but I love to see inside people's cabinets and drawers. And I figured there's absolutely no way I'm alone in that, so I thought I'd take you guys along today on my spring cleaning. While doing this process, I realized that I don't think that I've ever taken everything out of my drawers and wiped them down. And I have lived in my van full time for almost 3 years now. So that's maybe a little bit concerning, and I didn't even realize how much dust and dirt and grime had accumulated at the bottom of all of these places. And how many things I had in here that I genuinely haven't seen in years and will never use again that are just taking up space. And when you live in a van, every inch of space is so precious. My vanity cabinet was definitely the worst in terms of grime and getting rid of some products that will never see the light of day again. I just did a big closet clean out a couple months ago, so I decided to hold off on that. That's something that I feel like I can motivate myself to do fairly regularly because I'm consistently taking my clothes out and putting them away. And so when there's a lot of clutter, I notice it. But these drawers, it's more like out of sight, out of mind. Not that I'm not using them constantly, but if something's like shoved in the corner, I just don't care about it. I'm going to a really busy travel season the next few months, and I just know that if this does not get done now, it'll never get done. I need to make this like a biannual thing. So in 6 months, if you don't see another video on this, yell at me, please. I also took the time to like deep clean my stove and stuff before putting it back in this drawer, which again was desperately needed. I don't think I've done that ever. This drawer kind of stayed exactly the same. Like I didn't really need to get rid of much stuff, but just cleaning it out felt nice. I need everyone to take a deep breath before this next one. Abby, what is that? Talk about out of sight, out of mind. I barely open it. It just has all of my miscellaneous items and a lot of things that I could get rid of. I think I almost maybe need like dividers or something in here, but it's hard because I'm constantly changing what's in here. Because I was putting it back and I was like, I actually have a lot of extra space. Like it's not like it's overflowing with clutter. It's just hard to make everything have a home when everything gets jostled around when I drive. Like it looks nice when I finish this, but the next time I go drive somewhere and take a corner, everything's gonna fly everywhere inside the drawer. And I'm probably not gonna take the time to fix it again, but at least it looks pretty for now. We got a little break with this pantry drawer before moving on to my other junk drawer. This is mostly like cords and stuff like that. I don't even know. Again, don't use the stuff in here very often, but it's stuff that I still need. A lot of like safety stuff, a car jump starter, random cords. And then, you know, for the real deal, we did the garage. As you can tell, probably hasn't been vacuumed out in a while. I reorganized my tub where I keep all my tools and got rid of a bunch of stuff in there that I don't use. And then also just put everything back in a more like organized fashion. I didn't really get rid of much of my gear. You're gonna see in a second, I have so many packs. I'm like, there's no way I need all these day packs, but I can't get myself to get rid of them because I do use them or like loan them to friends when they come visit. So they're hard for me to part with, but that was a big job. I'm so proud of myself.